Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital 24H News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ava is appreciative when Rick joins her at the bar on today's General Hospital, but she becomes anxious when he suggests that she might want him to cover the cost of his own drink. Ava tells him he did excellent, but she's perplexed. He made a calculated risk, according to Rick. The jury will either target the unhinged Christina or the vicious defense lawyer who brought tears to the eyes of a distraught mother. You predicted our victory. All Rick wanted was for Ava to feel secure in court this morning. Molly forgives him for standing up for her, and Ava advises him to get over his insecurities. He persuaded her that her baby's death was an accident after she observed Molly's expression. He offered him some tranquility, she believes. Then she asks him to tell her the truth about what she's looking at. According to Rick, the maximum penalty is 20 years, however, Alexis provided him with a failsafe. A mistrial or appeal could result from her expulsion. They raise a glass to Alexis' large mouth. However, Rick hopes that an appeal won't be required. Ava thinks everything will work out. Laura leaves her luggage on the floor and finds Lulu on her couch when she arrives home. Hello, Mom. Laura sobs with delight as the two leap into each other's arms. They proceed to the couch, where Lulu lies on her mother's shoulder and confides in her that although she doesn't remember much, she sensed Laura's presence there. Lulu is relieved to be safe, but Laura cautions her that there is a lot to take in and not become overwhelmed. Laura swears he won't ever approach her again after Lulu sits up and tells her about Cyrus. So much has changed, complains Lulu. She missed a lot of things, including the passing of her father. Laura hugs her daughter and consoles her. Laura teases that she is now a gamer due of Rocco after she remarks on how mature Rocco is. Lulu urges her mother to call Valentin so she can see Charlotte tonight because she is so happy about how wonderful her son is. Laura merely gazes at her. Kevin gets home before she can say anything. They embrace, and he confesses that until just now, he wasn't sure if he thought she was awake. Laura asks him where Ace is after he promises to do all in his power to assist her. In order to spend more time with Laura and Lulu, Kevin left him with the babysitter. He goes to eat. Mom. Who is Ace? Laura tells them who he is and that Ace is staying with them because Ace's mother passed away and Nicholas is incarcerated. Lulu is curious about Spencer's reaction to having a new baby brother. Lulu is shocked to learn that Johnny has vanished without a trace when Laura tells her everything. Lulu is reassured by Laura that Nicholas will be delighted to speak with her. Though Charlotte must first, Lulu is eager to speak with him. Laura announces that, to the best of her knowledge, Charlotte is content and secure. But she and Valentin disappeared. She tells her daughter that everyone is looking for Charlotte and updates Lulu on everything that happened. Yes, and Valentin and Anna became involved. Molly visits Alexis, and they briefly discuss Christina's condition. She's better since she thinks Ava will be found guilty, but Molly laughs that the jury won't find her guilty. Alexis asks what went wrong and apologizes for being taken out. Molly believes that Rick persuaded the jurors that Ava is innocent. Because I was persuaded by him. Molly acknowledges that her need for vengeance had blinded her, all she wanted was for someone to bear the cost of her baby's death. But she is no longer able to. No matter what, she is prepared to flip the page. Alexis expresses her admiration for her daughter and her happiness that she is able to find calm. I appreciate you taking that since TJ was unable to. When Jordan arrives at Curtis, he informs her that Michael was correct and that Drew will be betraying him. Curtis tells Jordan that it's all just complicated Quartermain stuff, but Jordan doesn't understand. He tells her about Michael, Willow, and Drew. He is merely a byproduct. They discuss how messed up everything is with Drew, Nina, Willow, and Curtis involved. Drew disregarded his warning to back down. Michael now wants him to assist in exacting retribution. However, Jordan cautions him to use caution. He is aware of the Quartermain's gaming style. She advises him to play them both if he wants to win. TJ enters and requests a place to stay for the evening. He's taking a break from Molly. He shares their argument with them, and Curtis notes that mourning is a personal experience, which he and Molly are finding difficult to accept. TJ only knows that Christina is careless and reckless, and he never intended for her to be their surrogate in the first place. Molly is now moving on. They feel so separated that they will never be able to reconcile. With flashbacks as they elaborate, Molly and TJ each tell their parents how their relationship began to deteriorate throughout the pregnancy. They argued more and spoke less, but after they took the necessary steps to put an end to their arguments, things began to improve once more. They would be saved by Irene. However, that did not occur. Currently, neither of them is able to be what the other requires. Jordan and Curtis give TJ hugs while Alexis soothes Molly. Grief can sometimes bring people together, and other times it might draw them apart, Alexis tells her daughter. Molly explains that TJ simply doesn't comprehend her grief before acknowledging that she doesn't want to become a mother. Alexis gently advises her to take her time. I'd rather not have any more kids. I'm finished. After they lost their first child, TJ told Jordan and Curtis that he wanted to take a break, but Molly wanted to move quickly. Enter Christina. He tells his mother that all he wanted was for Molly to be happy. Curtis inquires as to whether there is still time to resolve this. TJ believes that a separation is about to begin. According to Curtis, there is merit in understanding when to give up trying. Arriving at the stables with a six-pack, Dante announces that Lulu is awake. After emerging from her slumber, classic Lulu hitched a ride home. Cody quickly pieces everything together and shares his ideas with Dante. He was aware that she had a familiar appearance, but he never had any reason to believe it was Lulu because he believed she was in a coma. How is Dante handling everything? Cody asks. He's merely attempting to make sense of everything. It seems miraculous. He's in astonishment, though. As Brooke Lynn bursts in, urging Cody to pick up the next time Tracy calls, or there'll be hell to pay, they take a few beers. She is persistent in destroying Brooke Lynn's phone and interfering with her alone time with Chase. Like in the past, she threatens to tell Tracy about their plans, and Dante and Cody taunt her for betraying them. After learning that Lulu is awake, Dante responds that it is unlikely that Granny will chew them out, as Brooke Lynn mentions. Yes, Rocco is aware of the reason behind their beer consumption. Despite her awkward joy for everyone, Brooke Lynn quickly leaves after receiving another text from Tracy. Although Dante claimed that she and Lulu weren't that close, Cody assumed she would be happier. Brooke Lynn actually attempted to separate them. Once back at her house, Anna informs Jason that because Lulu is awake, they must locate Charlotte. It was all her fault. Jason argues that it wasn't her fault that Charlotte is missing because she allowed Valentin to leave. Charlotte was with Val when he ran, even though he might have left her here. Jason claims that he opted to assist her and is also participating. Anna needs to overcome her remorse. They must carefully consider their next course of action. They'll locate Charlotte, he's in and here. In the last seconds of the show, Dante tells Cody about Carly's plan to separate him and Lulu. He goes to see how Rocco is doing. He receives a lollipop from Cody, who instructs him to present it to Lulu and inform her that she owes him $20. Ava informs Rick she was warned about him by Nina. But Ava defended him. Rick tells her for the record. He thinks she's not guilty. Ava gives him thanks, but Rick emphasizes, I believe you. TJ is informed by Jordan and Curtis that while being apart will be difficult, he is free to be with either of them for as long as necessary. He is not by himself. While Alexis wishes she could absorb Molly's losses, she assures Molly that she trusts her to know what she wants. Molly breaks down in tears as they discuss Sam and how much she misses her sister. They pull in for a second embrace. Laura insists on knowing Lulu's destination as she begins putting on her shoes. She attempts to go quickly, but the anguish forces her to pause. Laura tells her not to quarrel since she is taking care of Lulu tonight and is heading to the hospital. Jason tells Anna he has an idea and appreciates her. Valentin will have an incentive from him to bring Charlotte home. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.